Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Good evening, Veda. Good evening, Trilokya.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
I can see some notice board here.
Ma'am, I just write the important points in any of the subject and stick it, or like this points that are hard. Or
Okay. That's nice. That's a good idea. You know? So every time you see, you recall them. That's good. Okay. Okay, so all are here. So children, today we'll be revising fractions, okay? In our previous class, we revised with the integers, okay? Many of you must be having your half-yearly exams now. Yeah.
yes.
So that's the reason I'm revising the main topics. Okay.
Ma'am, now maths model exam is going on for me.
Yes, Bhavesh.
Ma'am, maths model exam is going on for me. Model exam revision tests.
That you told me your exams, model exams were going on, no?
Yes, ma'am.
It's over now.
No, ma'am. I'm in last slot, mathematics.
Okay, okay. So carry on. So we'll be revising fractions today.
Ma'am, I got my maths weekly test, ma'am.
Okay, how's it?
I got 24 out of 25.
Oh, very nice. That's good. What was it chapter that came into the test?
Ma'am, playing with numbers and basic geometrical concepts.
Basic geometrical. Good. Very
I
nice.
mean, totaling of there will be like totaling in revision tests. We'll keep test 1, test 2, test 3. Like we will mix all the tests and keep the total mark, final marks, and we write the our marks. And today the final marks are 80, ma'am. I got 73.5.
Very nice. Good, Bhavesh. That's nice. And you know one more thing, Trilokya and Bhavesh. Wherever you lose marks in the test, no, suppose Bhavesh you got 73.5. So you must check out where did you miss those 7.5 marks, right? Yes, Bhavesh.
Yes, ma'am.
And Trilokya, you also must check out where did you miss that half marks.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you should work on your wherever you are missing marks, no? If you cover up that part, then the next time you will not do that mistake. Okay? That's how your marks will increase next time. Okay?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
where did I did mistake in the test, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, where did I did mistake in the test?
Okay, yesterday's test. Okay, Sunday test. I'll show
Yes.
you the papers now. Okay? I'll
Sure.
show you the test papers. Okay, let me take you to the screen now. This is your test. Okay, the first paper is Neha's. Neha is here, no? Neha?
Yes, ma'am.
Neha, you can see here the question one, D part, second question. It should be minus 100. It was asked to find the successor, I think, no? Yes, successor.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I think
Neha?
it was predecessor.
So minus 101, when you add 1 to it, you'll get minus 100. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Then your next question is right. This is also right. Now, see here in this question, many of you have done the same mistake. The question is that you had to do this addition, find the sum of these integers. So whenever we do, we always apply the Bodmer's rule. See, when you open this bracket, minus into minus became positive. Then you will add all the positive numbers first. This is positive number, this is positive, and this is also positive. So you will add these three positive numbers, which will give you 95. And then you will subtract 46 out of that.
Ma'am, I think here only I got mistake, ma'am.
So, okay. So this is the right way. First, you should add the same numbers with the same sign. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And then you should subtract. So apply the Bodmer's rule. So hence you get 49 here. Okay, the next one is correct. This is also done. And this question, everything, Neha, you have done a mistake here. Now see, this question was saying that you had to verify this A minus of B is equal to A plus 3. So what will you do? Here you will put the value of A first, 75 minus 84, like this. Okay, you have to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. 75 plus 84. Although we know minus into minus will become plus only, it's correct, but we just had to verify it by showing it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is 9 and 15, 159. So we can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay.
Yes.
But what you have done here is, you have done this correctly, okay? But your answer is coming minus 154, which is not correct. Okay, it should be 159. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then next is, one second, and this is Harshit's.
Ma'am,
Yes, Harshit. This is your paper. Okay. In your case, you have, yes, the same mistake is here. You had to add these, all the numbers with the plus sign first. Okay. Add them and then subtract. Okay, right, Harshit? Okay. Hello.
ma'am,
Okay. The next question is correct. So all are correct. Okay.
Okay.
That's the only mistake. So 1 mark is deducted there. Next is Trilokya. Yes, Trilokya. This is your first question is correct. Second is correct. This question, see, one small mistake was there. You copied down this number incorrectly.
Okay, ma'am.
This is not 290. The number was 209. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So carefully note down the question. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And then next is that same mistake which everyone has done. Okay, you had to add these numbers first and then subtract. Then correct. Yes, last question is also correct. Only thing you have shown that, no, you have done it here also. No? Okay, so that's 75 plus 84 is this. You just had to show the right hand side also. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
just to show. Otherwise, we know that it's same only. It's just to verify it properly. Right, children? Okay, so let's move to the new page. We'll be doing fractions. Which was the sheet? This is the sheet. Okay. How many types of fractions are there? Who can tell me?
Ma'am, 3 types.
3.
Okay, what are they?
Improper fraction, proper fraction, and mixed fraction.
Proper, improper, mixed.
Yes. Proper fraction. Then we have improper fraction.
Mixed
then
fraction.
Mixed fraction. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So who can tell me what is proper fraction?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, when
the numerator is smaller than the numerator, it is denominator, it is called proper fraction.
Very nice. When
ma'am,
numerator. Yes, Neha.
and when the numerator is larger than the denominator, it's called improper fraction.
Yes, when the numerator is larger than the denominator, then we call it improper fraction. Okay. So when see here, when the numerator is smaller, that means this number will be less than 1. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
When the numerator is greater than the denominator, that means this number will be greater than 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Mixed fraction is something like this, which is a mix of whole number and fraction.
Ma'am, which has a whole number.
Which has a whole number. Okay. It is a mix of a whole number and a fractional number.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how do we convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction?
Multiply
Yes, we multiply these two
And
And
add this.
the plus reminder.
Yes, ma'am.
6 plus 1 is 7 by 2. Right? And this becomes improper fraction because the numerator becomes greater.
Ma'am, quotient into divisor plus reminder.
Yes?
Ma'am, quotient into divisor plus reminder.
Yes, yes.
And formula.
Great. Yes, yes, beta. Okay, let's take some of the questions now. Okay, a quick revision of this chapter. In this chapter, you had studied about adding fractions, subtraction. You learned about equivalent fractions also. Okay. So you learned adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And some statement sums were also there. Okay, let's revise these sums one by one. I'll give you some sums. First, we'll move to numerical sums. Yes, who's this? Okay. Okay, before I give you this, tell me what are equivalent fractions?
Ma'am, fractions
Equivalent.
which are equal in value.
Ma'am, fractions which are equivalent to each other.
Which are equal to each other. Okay, now see, suppose, I'm not giving you question now. First, we'll understand what are equivalent fractions. Okay, so that even those who have missed the chapter, they can understand equivalent fractions. Now, suppose I have a fraction 2 by 3. Okay, now in 2 by 3 is in the lowest form. We cannot reduce it any further. These two numbers are co-prime.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if we have to find the equivalent fraction of this, we have to multiply this number with some number, and that some number will be the same up and down with the numerator also, with the denominator also. Okay. And when I multiply, then how do I multiply the fractions? The numerator will multiply with the numerator. 2 into 2 is 4 and 3 into 2 is 6. So now 4 by 6 is equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. You get it? Now, yes. So now when I further multiply this with another, suppose say 3. Okay. I can do it with 2 also, but whatever number I take, I have to take the same number for both numerator and denominator. Now 4 3s is 12 and 6 3s is 18. So this is also an equivalent fraction of this 4 by 6. Okay. And for 2 by 3 also, so these 3 are equivalent fractions,
Yes, ma'am.
right? And again, if I multiply this with 2, then what will I get? 24 by 36. Now this is also an equivalent fraction of all this. Get it?
Yes, ma'am.
See, one way is to multiply. When you have the smallest number here, the lower number, then you multiply and get your fractions, equivalent fractions. But when you have a bigger number, say suppose this, 24 by 36, then how will I do?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
You can see that
Ma'am, by dividing.
I can say that these are not
Ma'am,
co-prime
12.
now. Here,
Ma'am,
okay.
You can divide it with 12.
We can divide the
For
highest
five
number
man.
is 3.
Ma'am, 4.
So whatever number, whatever number I take, it should be the same for numerator and denominator both.
Yes, ma'am.
6 4 is 24 and 6 is 36. So I got this equivalent fraction of this. Okay, now this is also again, okay, some common number is there between them. So the lowest form will be until I get a co-prime numbers, both numerator and denominator as co-prime numbers. That is my lowest form. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
children? Okay, let's take a sum now. Okay, in this question, you have to find the missing number. Two by 7 is equal to 8 by dash. Nothing is there. Okay. Then second part is 5 by 8 equals to 10 by missing number. Then third part is 3 by 5, which is equal to the missing number upon 20. The next is 45 by 60. And this side you have 15 and the missing part. Okay, next is 18 by 24. There you have this missing part divided by 4. So you have to find the missing number. Okay, start doing.
Ma'am, I did all of them.
Everyone must do all the questions. I can ask anyone.
Ma'am, third one, 3 by 8, ma'am.
3 by 5.
5.
This is 5.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I did all of them.
Okay, then all. Okay, beta.
Ma'am, same.
Okay. Find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Having, first part is having denominator 20. Second is numerator 9. Third is denominator,
Ma'am, numerator 9, ma'am.
yes, numerator 9. Then again numerator 27. This is 9.
Ma'am, I got answer for all of these.
Very good. I'll take up the answers now. Yes, I'll ask each one now.
Okay, ma'am.
Reduce the fractions to simplest form. These are all based on equivalent fractions. 48 by 60, 150 by 60, 84 by 98, 12 by 52, and then you have the fifth one as 7 by 28. Okay. Okay, now starting from the first question. Yes, Trilokya. Trilokya, tell me which is the first missing number here?
Ma'am, 24.
This one. 24.
Yes, ma'am, the first group.
See, I will get 8. I will make this 2 to 8. Then I multiply it by 4. So that same number has to be multiplied in the denominator also. So
Yes.
7 fours will be 28. Okay? Not 24. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next, Harshit, tell me the second one, question 1, second part.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, it's 16.
16. Very good. So see, children, I want to make this 5 as 10. Trilokya, see here. 5 into 2 will give me 10, and whichever number I multiply with the numerator, that same number has to be multiplied in the denominator. And so I got 16. Okay. Okay, Neha, tell me this third one.
Ma'am, the third one is 12.
12. Good. So what did I do here? I multiplied 5 with 4. I got 20. And same number I multiplied with the numerator. I got 12. Okay, Bhavesh, tell me the fourth one.
Ma'am, fourth one, denominator 20, ma'am.
Denominator 21.
20.
20. Okay, 20. Good. So what did I do here? See, this
Ma'am,
is
we
a
divide.
big number, this is a smaller number. So that means I have divided here by 3. So when we divide with the same number in the denominator, we get 20. Good, Bhavesh. Now see the next number is 18 by 24. Who will tell me? Trilokya, tell me this one.
Okay, ma'am. The missing number will be 108.
See here, what will you do to make this 24 as 4? What will you do?
You divide it by 6.
Yes, you will divide it by 6. You will get 4.
Okay, ma'am, the answer is 3. The missing number.
So the answer is 3. Okay. See, now the next question, find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Having denominator 20. Now you have to make this 3, 5 as a denominator 20. So Harshit, tell me what is this fraction now when the denominator is 20?
Ma'am, it's 12 by 20, ma'am.
12 by 20. How do you get that?
Ma'am, we multiply it by 4.
You multiplied it by 4. Very nice. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Ramesh, tell me the next one.
Ma'am, it's me.
Yes, Neha, tell me.
Ma'am, the fraction will be 9 by 15.
9 by 15. Very nice. So you multiplied this with 3.
3.
As 3 and 3 into 3 will give you 9 later. And your
And 15.
denominator will be 15. Very good, Neha. Next, Bhavesh. Bhavesh, tell me this one. Third one.
And the third one,
Yes,
ma'am,
beta.
we'll multiply it with 6, ma'am.
We will multiply with 6. Yes, good.
Both up and down, ma'am.
Yes, please. So that becomes 30 in the denominator and we have 18 in the numerator. Good. Trilokya. Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Numerator 27. You have to make the numerator 27.
Ma'am, you divide them both with 9.
Divide,
No, multiply.
multiply with 9. Okay. Then what will I get in the denominator?
45.
45. Okay. Are you understanding? How are we doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done this chapter earlier?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
You have done in school?
Yes, ma'am, we finished it recently.
Good. So that's a revision for you. Okay, children. Let's see next. Bhavesh.
Ma'am, I should.
Yes, who's this?
Ma'am, Harshit, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Reduce the fractions to simplest form. Tell me the first one, which is the simplest form of 48 by 60.
Ma'am, we should divide it by 12, ma'am.
If we divide by 12, then what do we get?
Ma'am, as denominator we get 5 and 4.
Denominator we get 5 and numerator will be 4. Good. Okay. Next, Bhavesh. What is the lowest form?
Ma'am, it's me.
Ma'am.
Okay, Neha. Just a second, Bhavesh. Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, the fraction will be 15 by 6.
15 by 6. What
Yes,
will you multiply? Divide this with?
With 10.
See, if I multiply this with 13, won't I get 2 here? No, Neha. If I divide this by 30, I'll get 2. And if I divide this numerator also with 30, it's not a matter that you take the bigger number. See, it's big numbers hardly comes to our mind. You can always do with small numbers. Okay. So you can just check out here. Zeros and zeros can be cancelled. Means what? That when you multiply, divide with 10 and 10, this, one second, I'll show you. The zeros will get cancelled. $150 by 60. So when you divide with 10, what will happen? You will get 15 by 6. Then again, when you divide this with 3,
3, yeah.
what will you get? 3 2
5 by 2.
3 5 is 15. You get 5 by 2. So that's the lowest form. These are now co-prime numbers. Okay. So you can do with small numbers also. Okay. It's not just one short answer. Okay. What is the lowest form of this? Who's after Neha? Bhavesh. Bhavesh, tell me.
Ma'am, we will divide it with 14.
Okay.
Ma'am, we'll get 6 by 7. 6 by 7.
Yes. So if 14 does not comes to your mind, you can take with small numbers. First, you can do with 2 because both are even numbers. Okay. Then you can take up the next number. So that's 6
Okay,
by
ma'am.
7. Okay. Then what is the lowest form after Bhavesh? Trilokya.
Yes.
The lowest form is 12 by 52.
Ma'am, first you can divide it with 2.
Yes. Yes, very nice. So this is now 6 and 2 2s is 4 and 26. Okay. Now,
You can again divide it with
again, if we divide with 2, because both are even numbers, no? So
Yes.
I'll get 3 here and I'll get 13 here. So 3 and 13. These are co-prime numbers, no? 13 is prime number. So 3 by 13 is the lowest form. Good. Okay. Next, after Trilokya, Harshit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Harshit, tell me 7 by 28.
Ma'am, divided by 7,
We divide by 7. So we
we
get
get 1 by 4.
1 by 4. Very good. Okay. Good. So these were some questions based on equivalent fractions. Okay, let's take up. You have to compare the fractions now. How do you compare means you have to put greater lesser signs. Okay. Which fraction is greater, which is equal, and which is lesser. Greater, lesser sign. Okay. And this is 3 by 6. 5 by 6. Note down. Then I'll ask each one of you. Fourth one is 3 by 5, 3 by 7. Okay, fourth one. Okay. Now tell me, Bhavesh. Bhavesh,
First one, 5 by 6 is greater, ma'am.
5 by 6 is greater. Okay, next, Neha.
Yes, ma'am. 1 by 4 is greater. Like 1 by 7 is lesser than 1 by 4.
Yes, 1 by 4 is greater. So see children, everyone please understand here. Now in the first case when the denominators were same, then there you just had to compare the numerators. Okay? Right? And in the second case when the denominators are different and the numerators are same here. So in that case, the number with the smaller denominators. See 4 is less than 7. Yes. So the denominator, which is a smaller number, that fraction becomes the greater fraction. You get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Are you understanding? This is one way of taking it. The number with the smaller denominator is the greater fraction. When it becomes a fraction form, then it becomes a greater number. And there is one more thing you can do. You will multiply, you want to make the denominators equal. So what will you do? 4, 7, you will multiply with 4, it becomes 4 by 28. Yes. So you'll try to make the denominators same. Okay. So this will be 28 by 7. Now 4 and 4 by 28 and 7 by 28. Now when you have your denominators same, then you compare only the numerators. So 7 is greater than 4. So this fraction is greater. So this fraction corresponded to 1 by 4. Hence, among 1 by 7 and 1 by 4, 1 by 4 is greater. Okay, this is one way of doing it. The shorter way of doing is when you have a smaller number in the denominator, so that number becomes the greater fraction. Okay. Okay, now next one, Neha. Not Neha's turn is done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is now Harshit. Yes, Harshit, tell me.
Ma'am, 5 by 5 is greater than 4 by 5.
5 by 5 is greater. Okay, denominators were same, you just compared the numerators. Trilokya.
Ma'am, 3 by 5 is greater than 3 by 7.
Yes. So the number with the smaller denominator is greater. Okay, good. Okay, let's take another question. Okay, let's take up this. Okay, I'm giving you more such questions. This was 3, 4, this is 5, 1 by 2, and 1 by 5. Please keep doing in your notebook and I'll ask you. 2 by 4, 3 by 6, and this is 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. Let's go. Okay, do this. Done?
Ma'am, last one. Ma'am, done, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Okay. Okay, let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, first, Trilok, tell me first one.
Ma'am, 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 5.
Yes, 1 by 2 is greater. Okay, next one, Harshit.
Ma'am, they both are equal.
Both are equal. Okay, because we can write this in the lowest form as 1 by 2, and this also can be written as 1 by 2. Right? 3 ones
Yeah.
are 3, 3 twos are 6. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos
How
are 4.
should we?
Very good. Next.
Ma'am, how should we do this?
See, this was 2 by 4 and 3 by 6. So 2 by 4 can be reduced to a smaller fraction. 2 ones are 2 twos are 1 by
Yes, ma'am.
2. And this also would be reduced to 1 by 2. And hence
Yes.
we have 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2. So that means both fractions are equal.
Okay, ma'am.
Next. Bhavesh, tell me this one. 3 by 5 and 2 by 3.
Ma'am, they both are in the reduced form.
They both are the lowest form only, but tell me which is greater or which is greater.
Ma'am, can
Ma'am,
I?
3 by 5.
1 second, beta. 3 by 5 what?
Ma'am, 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 3.
No, no. Yes.
Ma'am, 2 by 3 is greater than 3 by 5.
Yes.
ma'am.
So 2 by 3 is greater than 3 by 5. Okay, next, Neha. Neha, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 8.
Yes, good. Okay. Next is after Neha, Trilokya. Yes, Trilokya, 3 by 5 and 6 by 5.
Ma'am, 6 by 5 is greater, 3 by 5 is lesser than 6 by 5.
Yes, good. Okay, next, Harshit.
Ma'am, they both are equal.
They both are equal, okay? Because 5 by 7 is the lowest form and 15 by 21 could be reduced to 5 by 7, okay? Right? So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also 5 by 7, so they are equal. Okay, now find the lowest form. Next question is to find the lowest form.
Ma'am, the times,
Yes, beta?
ma'am, the time is up.
Oh, yes, yes. Didn't realize the time. Okay, never mind. Thanks for joining and please do revise fractions today. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'll try to give you some more questions on fractions. So for today, please revise fractions. Okay, thank you to all. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.